Working in the healthcare system is stressful, so to ease his stress, one nurse, Blake Lynch, started making funny social media videos, and he quickly gathered millions of views.
He's better known around the world as Nurse Blake, and his new Shock Advised comedy tour is headed to our area this weekend. Elaine and I sat down with Nurse Blake recently to find out what we can expect and really what we should not be saying to our nurses. Blake, it is very exciting to have you here on Great Day, Washington. Congratulations on this big tour. Can you believe how big it's gotten?
I know, it's crazy. You know, back a few years ago in 2019, I started with just like 5 shows, and now I'm doing like 103 this year.
That's nuts.
Wow. They love you. That's why everybody loves you. And listen, from trauma centers to comedy tour, how did this all get started?
Yeah, you know, I get asked all the time, like a nurse and comedy, like how do those things mix? But I think nursing and healthcare is so stressful that we have to use comedy to get through those long shifts. So I think healthcare workers, we just have to be funny. So being able to take all the stories I've had working at hospitals and just putting them on stage for other people to relate to and listen to, it's just super fun. And it's my real life, real things I've experienced. And just seeing the healthcare workers and nurses able to relate to it with their own stories, it's just super special to me.
Well, and obviously you have that following, but then you've got people like us that aren't in healthcare but have dealt with people in healthcare that can probably relate to a lot of the jokes you make and the stories you have, because you don't hold back.
I do not hold back, and it is called the Shock Advised Tour, which means some things I say are going to be a little shocking. But yeah, if you're not a nurse or in healthcare or have been a patient, you have probably dated a nurse or dated someone in healthcare, which is really, it's a red flag. But not on us. We're not the red flag.
Oh.
It's like you're the red flag. The fact that you want to be with us is a red flag on you.
For us as patients, when we're coming in, what should we not say to a nurse? Or what should we like?
Hey, nurse. Hey, nurse. Nurse, nurse. Hey, nurse.
The calling out. Don't do the calling out. Is that it?
Oh, goodness.
Just hit your call light. Hit your call light.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Well, I'm Filipino, so I know a lot of nurses. That's right. And tell us about NurseCon at Sea. What is that all about?
In nursing school 10 years ago, I attended a lot of nursing conferences, and they were all so boring. So I was like, you know what? I could do a nursing conference, and I could do it much better. So I created NurseCon at Sea, which is a nursing conference on a cruise ship. So we take over the whole ship. We have 3,500 nurses coming on board in April. We bring on educators, nursing educators, so we give out education, but we also have theme nights and parties. So if you're a nurse or know a nurse, make sure they come on NurseCon at Sea. We only have a few rooms left, and you can get those reservations at nurseconatsea.com.
Blake, when you look back from where you came from in Orlando, Florida, going to UCF, to where you are now in these sellout shows, what do you think about when you kind of look at this journey?
I think the one thing I've learned as a nurse is life takes its own journey. And the more you keep your heart and mind open, the crazier the journey's going to be. And going into nursing school, I never, ever thought I'd ever be doing shows, be doing comedy. But I've kind of let life just take this journey for me. A lot of my patients have taught me this lesson. You know, you do only live once. And I've just kind of taken the lessons my patients have taught me and kept my heart and mind open. And now I get to do these comedy shows all over the world. And it's really cool and really special.
Yeah.
It's so amazing.
And you've been called nursing's biggest influencer. And I know, jokes aside, you do a lot of advocacy work as well. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so I actually started the whole social media and being on social media when I was in nursing school. Back in 2013, one of my really close classmates, she was in the hospital with sickle cell anemia. So she had to receive a blood transfusion. So she inspired me and my classmates to go out and donate blood. But at that time, I was actually banned from donating blood for being a gay male. And the FDA had a lifetime ban on gay males from donating blood. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to change that. I'm going to get the FDA to change that policy. And I've been fighting to change that policy for over 10 years now. And it's been changed a few times. In 2015, they lifted the lifetime ban. So I was super excited about that with my organization, Ban for Life, which is really just a Facebook page. And they've even changed it further now. So a lot of gay and bisexual males can actually go out and donate blood for the first time.
Amazing, amazing work. And I love the power that you have found through social media, connecting with others to change our healthcare system for the better. Blake, thank you so much, and congratulations on everything.
Thanks so much for having me.
It's amazing. He sees it an issue and he goes out and solves it himself.
Incredible.
Nurse Blake's Shock Advice Tour comes to DAR Constitution Hall this Saturday, October 7th, and the Joseph Meyerhoff Symphony Hall in Baltimore on Sunday the 8th. So go to nurseblake.com for details.